Hey, good morning, people. It's Geoffrey, Howells Carpet Cleaning. We are in Milwaukie, Oregon today. Um, what I'm going to do is the water spigot is actually all the way around the other side of the house, so I'm just going to tie into the washer and dryer back there. Then we'll go inside and I'll show you the ropes. Brought some stuff into the house. Let's take a quick tour of what we're going to be doing. Got our CRB. Everything is on one floor, so that makes things very nice to clean. We've got this front room area. It's been pre-vacuumed already. Ready to go. We got a hallway. Got one bedroom. Probably have a closet. Yes, we do. Little closet. And let's see. Little storage. We can go in there, get that cleaned up. Another little bedroom number 2, closet, and then this would probably be equivalent to the master bedroom in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these metal vent covers up and stick them in the window seals just so that they don't have any chance of leaving any kind of rust or anything like that on the carpeting as it dries. A little bit larger closet in here, and there you have it. 3 bedrooms, a hallway, and a front room area. We're gonna do a pet premium in here because the previous tenants that were staying in here had a pet of some sort. I don't see any staining or damage caused by anything. I'm looking at this transition area here going into the kitchen. A lot of times you see this frame up, kind of coming apart. This actually looks really good. Whoever put this down did a pretty good job. I see some pretty lousy transition areas. Filtration lines, because it's a brown carpet, I don't see any filtration lines anyways. Very slightly, maybe. It's a little dark around the edge. So, we may take our crevice tool and I don't see it so much here. The only spot that I've possibly saw some, it just looks a little dingy along this edge here. So maybe we'll take our crevice tool and just go along there to suck some of the dirt up. The rest of the place, I don't see any alarm for filtration. Where you really have the issue is when you're dealing with white and very light beige carpeting, then the filtration pops out a little bit more. But what's funny about filtration is that from a distance you can see it causing shadows, but when you get close to it to work on cleaning it, you almost can't see it up close. And like along here, possibly there's a little bit of filtration along here. Hit that up. So what we're going to be doing is using our peroxide-based cleaning solution that we used to clean wool area rug the other day. We got a little bit remnants of that left. This stuff has, it hasn't been any extreme heats or temperatures or anything, so this stuff is still good. What happens when it's extremely warm, like 98 and above, it actually activates the peroxide that is in the solution and kind of kills it. But the temperatures we've been having around the 40s and 50s, this stuff should have a shelf life of a few weeks. Shouldn't have a problem. So we're going to go ahead and use that up, and then we got some more product over here, and we'll make that up. Care package, you guys. I got a spray bottle that I'm going to make the peroxide-based solution in there. It's like a 32-ounce trigger sprayer. It's got my card attached to it. Excellent thing about peroxide-based cleaners is that they are extremely let me stop this and start over because I only get 5-minute segments on here. Oh, right. So we got this care package that we leave with some of our customers. I've got a pack of furniture movers. They're going to be moving in here, so those will come in very handy on the carpeting, so you can effortlessly slide dining room tables, couches, and other objects around on the floors. I'm also going to take this trigger sprayer, got my card attached to it. Gonna make up some all-purpose cleaner. I mean, that's what the peroxide-based solution, the Peroxolent by Vacaway, extremely good for your all-purpose cleaners and spotters. It'll basically clean up any greasy food residue out of the carpeting. Spill soda, wipe it up, with a towel, put some of this stuff down. It pulls all the sugar residues and neutralizes everything. Works very well. Also leaving a little nylon brush scrubber, so you drop a piece of chicken on the floor, there's a greasy spot, spray down some peroxide based solution, scrub it in a little bit with the brush, it comes right out. Works very well on coffee. Spill a little bit of coffee, get some coffee splashes on the floor, or wine, whatever it may be. If it's or anything organic based, milk from the kids on the couch, microfiber, whatever, the peroxide solution will get it out. We are going to go ahead and begin our pre-spray process with our trusty multi-sprayer here, 3M multi-sprayer. I do smell a little bit of a kind of an animal smell. I think it's hair, probably matted in the carpets, but that's why we run our CRB over it to get all that hair out. For you guys who don't have a CRB, you can use a carpet rake. It's a little bit more work. Doesn't get as much hair out, but at least you are pulling some of that matted hair out. And primarily, matted hair is what causes a lot of the odor and respiratory issues that people have when they're allergic to animals. Moving right along to our encapsulation process using the CRB. Pull the handle down, it engages. We are simply just going to be going back and forth. Because we are grooming for animal hair, I'm going to be doing the entire room in this direction, like so. Doing 80% or more overpass. And then I'm also going to come back in this direction and hit it up again, just so that we are hitting all of the carpet fibers in every direction. Extremely thorough, and it pulls all that matted animal hair right out of the carpet. Much better than if we were just to go over it in one direction. So that's a trick for animal hair. You just got to go over it in a couple different directions, and it pulls it right out like a fine-toothed comb. So as I'm coming through the second bedroom with the CRB, I'm noticing this green stuff that kind of appeared when it got wet with the peroxide. And at first glance, it's kind of hard to tell what it might be. Urine on kind of a brownish carpeting exhibits, some greenish tint like that. So what we are going to do is I'm going to douse it pretty good with our peroxide-based solution, and then groom it in a little bit more thoroughly with our CRB, and allow that to sit in there and see what that does. If that doesn't take care of it, that indicates that it's probably synthetic of some sort. In that case, we'll just use some red 1 and let that sit in there, and that should take care of it. When dealing with urine, it's always better to go heavy, because what you see on the top of the carpets is usually the tip of the iceberg. So we made sure to cover that area pretty good, and we're going to let it sit and dwell and kind of eat away at any salts and stuff. Granted, if it is urine, it'll just start breaking down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and CRB the other room in the hallway, and then come back and then just CRB this a bit just to get some extra agitation in there, and then go on from there. Okay, as you can see, the peroxide may have lightened it up a bit, but it didn't like pull it all out. So I don't think it's urine. I think it's synthetic in nature. So I'm using our Pro Choice Red 1 solution. I put it down there pretty good. So it's just gonna sit and see if it'll break away at those dyes while we continue cleaning. And when we come back with our extraction with the steam, hot water, see if it budges and pulls any of that out. If not, we just put another stain remover on it and see what happens. But the stain one stuff is good on synthetic dyes. Typically you think of it as for red, but when you're dealing with brown carpeting, there are a lot of color combinations and color loss issues that can make carpets appear to be different colors in certain areas. Yellowing would appear green on something like that. If you lost some blue coloring in the brown, it would make it appear to be green. I would suppose that if you had a little bit of bleach that's spilled, it could be bleach, we don't know, that would appear to make it look green if you had a little bit of discoloration of white and yellow from the brown carpeting. So we're just going to play with it as we go along and see what happens. That's a lot of what you're doing with stain removal, is you're just playing and guessing because you have no idea what possibly could have spilled there. But you just use your best judgment, your experience, and logic and thought, and go back to your IICRC classes, carpet dyeing, restoration, carpet cleaning, all that stuff, and just kind of try to use your best judgment and put together a working theory, and just try a couple things. That's all you can do. The CRB process is complete. We did go over everything. Everything looks very clean. There was a bit of hair that came out of the carpets and some carpet fuzz. No more than what is to be expected. I know that those brushes are really worn down and they're not really agitating, so it was just picking loose stuff up off the carpets. And you really don't want that stuff there anyways, because if this machine picks it up, there's a good chance that you could potentially be breathing all that synthetic fibers into your lungs, and that's not good either. So that green spot we had back here, I did consult the owner regarding this, and these carpets actually came out of, you can see red, brown there, and then kind of a beige in here. So these are different carpets, and these actually came out of another house or room, so they're being repurposed and reused, and they believe it was a bleach or something. That was my initial thought, was possibly bleach. And then I looked over here at a closet and was like, no, it's not a washing machine in there. But it very possibly could have been a washing machine in another room. So it's kind of exhibits bleach. It's really hard when you're dealing with color, especially with brown, because there are a lot of things that can produce a greenish yellow hue. Urine being one. Bleach would do the same thing, because bleach removes color, so if you remove some yellow from the brown, it will make it appear to be kind of a greenish color. And none of our cleaning solutions really did anything to it. I thought that the peroxide may have helped a little, but now that I'm looking at it again, now the peroxide has a chance to evaporate a bit, it doesn't really look like it did much of anything. Come back in here. This is good and ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run our hose line in and do a quick steam cleaning, And that will do it because our CRB did all the soil suspension. So when a person doesn't or isn't satisfied or doesn't like what you're doing with your equipment because they can't understand what you're doing, that's because they don't understand high school physics. Agitation. Just as your washing machine has an auger that creates agitation, that's exactly what the CRB is doing, is that it's creating that agitation with the cleaning solution and the carpets, and it's doing a far, far more thorough cleaning job than steam cleaning alone. So I don't argue with customers that don't approve of the CRB. I just, you know, if they're gonna want to argue with me being the professional, my 10 years experience, then I'm not even gonna deal with that customer anymore. I just smile, nod, shake the dust off my feet, and walk off. And that's, I guess that's being professional. I don't know. You guys have any opinions? Let me know. Thanks a lot. By the time the CRB is done and we start doing our steam cleaning, you guys, the soil suspension has taken place, so there's no need to have 600 pounds of pressure on your truck. I reduce it down to about 250 or so, and hit it lightly, because now all we're doing is using our suction from the truck to rinse, you know, what up that we've already broken off with our CRB. So very simple. We'll continue doing that. We'll just do a quick speed through. I always do one pass with water and then one dry pass. So I usually go across the room, boom, 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 use some water, and then I'll go back, you know, from wall to wall, and then I'll go back across with a dry pass. And very beautiful, works very good. Alright, as I go through each room, I crack the windows to create an airflow, and it's going to dry really fast so I can feel a breeze through here. It's going to be really good. Then I rake out the carpets. Why I rake out the carpets? One, it gets those shark teeth look out of the carpets, which I think are extremely ugly. I don't like them at all. And secondly, when you rake the carpet, it puts the carpet nap back in an upright position, stands them up, and it increases the airflow, which it induces dry time, so or reduces dry time, and so the carpets actually dry faster. The carpets look awesome to me. There's a little spot right there. I think it's just dark from something that was sitting on it. I don't think it's anything. I might go back with our peroxide and see about just giving it a little rub and see if it does anything, but I kind of don't think it is anything. I think it's just dampness in the way that the carpets look right there, because you can see it more in the camera, but to the naked eye it looks more like shadowing of where the carpet is kind of rolling up slightly and a little bunched there. But anyways, we're going to go through and we're going to do the exact same process to the other two rooms, the front room and the dining room. And that will be a Pet Premium in Milwaukie, Oregon. So if you're in the area and you need some carpet cleaning, give me a jingle, 503-939-0534, and I will do my absolute best to give you the most thorough carpet cleaning job you have ever experienced. Bedroom 2. Bedroom 3, all cleaned up, steam cleaned, ready to go. Raked out, window open, and it should dry very quickly. Come down the hallway, and the same thing, the closet. And didn't rake out the hallway because there's really hardly any fiber. We might do this just because it's an open space, there's light, and the raking it out will just make it look sweet. Steam cleaned and groomed out.